I must admit na ang source ko po ng information does not only come from the media, but also from airport personnel, especially airport security. This is one instance na ginagamit ko po yung aming confidential fund by hiring some investigators to look into these matters. I usually coordinate with the government investigation agencies to help us alamin kung ano talaga ang katotohanan, ano nangyari. Kung nagtaas po ang incidence ng mga gawain ito, ang korupsyon po ay hindi titigil sa ating bansa. Not even during our lifetime. Unless we change ourselves, unless we change our values. Ang korupsyon po sa ngayon ay hindi mapaglalabanan ng batas lamang. All our laws on corruption are post factum, after the fact. Kailangan po natin ng isang haligi na magbabago po ng ating ugali. We have to introduce, as I'd always been saying, a subject from kindergarten until college on God-centered values formation. Kung magtuturo lang po tayo ng good manners and right conduct na hindi po nakasentro sa Panginoon, wala akong kwenta yon. Whatever is your religion, whether you're a Protestant, a Catholic, a Muslim, or what, kung lahat po tayo naniniwala sa Diyos, lahat tayo takot sa Diyos. Pero sa ngayon pong nangyayari ngayon, wala na tayong respeto sa Diyos, wala tayong respeto sa sarili natin. So not during our lifetime will be able to solve corruption. Ang corruption po ngayon sa Pilipinas ay nagiging endemic. Ang corruption po ngayon sa Pilipinas ay nagiging parang fashion, becomes a fad. Because money becomes power. And if you have power, talagang kailangan sikat ka. So, if you're asking whether nag-increase ito sa Bureau of Immigration, not only the Bureau of Immigration, tumataas po ang incidence ng corruption sa bawat ahensya ng gobyerno at magugulat po kayo na this incidence is not only in the Bureau of Customs and the Bureau of Immigration or in other departments. Mayroong mga departamento ng gobyerno hindi nyo akalain ay corrupt, akala nyo natutulog, pero mas corrupt pala yun sa ibang ahensya ng gobyerno na akala nyo ay corrupt. So sa mga nangyayari po ngayon, nababasa natin sa dyaryo, it only shows that what we need actually right now to fight corruption, to stop this incidence of corruption, is to introduce a subject through a law, a good manners and right conduct subject that is God-centered. You just teach good manners and right conduct, forgetting about religion, then wala hong kwenta yon. Others would philosophize na there is separation between church and state. Yes, there is. But religion, this has nothing to do, or the separation of church and state has nothing to do in values formation. You want to have a good person, let that separation of church and state argument be set aside. Makikita naman po natin yon sa ating mga Katoliko, nagsisimba tayo mga naka-short pants. Mga nakasando yung iba. Hindi ho pang-insulto ko yan, pero totoo po yan. Because we have lost our respect for God. We have lost our respect for ourselves. We do not fear hell anymore. Wala hong impyerno sa iba sa atin. So gumagawa po tayo ng krimen sangayon po sa ating kagustuhan. So if we're talking about corruption, if we're talking about incidents of corruption, if it is increasing, Your Honors. Thank you very much.